Hi, this is Charlie Mato-Toyela with Blue Bear Flutes and BlueBearFlutes.com, where you'll find the latest and greatest Native American flutes for years to come. Anyway, a lot of people ask me questions, of course, through our website and through social media, YouTube videos, and just really everywhere. How do you do this and how do you do that? And so a lot of those questions inspire the videos that we make. And over the years, they've even inspired some of the flutes that we've made. So today's video is a really simple video. A lot of you are going to be shaking your head. A lot of you are going to be saying, I'm too old for this, or I don't believe in that, or I do this and that and the other, or whatever. But you get in your car every day and you drive it somewhere and you buy gas and you don't even think about the processes going on in there that caused all that to happen, let me tell you. But anyway, people are always asking, how can I put reverb in my videos or echo in my videos? Basically the same thing. If you're the kind of person that likes to split hairs, go Wikipedia both of them and mash it together and leave me a comment about how reverb is like this and echo is like that. But in layman's terms, they both really mean the same thing. But a lot of people like the sound of echo with their Native American flute. And for this reason, for years, I've offered different tools that could help them use, amplification or anything of this nature to have echo in their flute and to help enhance the sound of the instrument and what have you. I've actually got a couple of videos on how to do it naturally, like with different rooms and different locations and things of this nature. But what we're going to do today is something that I know, brace yourself, I hope nobody hates me for saying this word, TikTok. Okay, so a lot of you probably hate TikTok, love TikTok, addicted to TikTok, never heard of it, don't want to hear of it, or anything else. And a lot of you are thinking, I'm just going to shut that video off, right? It's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. And I'd first like to address the elephant and the donkey that is in the room, because this really goes for both of y'all. Is TikTok, and I hate to say Chinese spyware, I took Mandarin for 4 years. I've been in Chinese culture a lot of my life. I grew up in an area where there's a lot of Chinese people, and I spent a lot of time with them. Of course, I also spent a lot of time with my own people in that area too. I learned a lot of Chinese customs, studied Chinese martial arts. I used a lot of Chinese acupuncture, and just the list goes on, medicine and what have you. But long story short, TikTok has been under great scrutiny for being quote-unquote Chinese spyware, which it may or may not be. I don't know. I really don't know. And I know a lot of you are scratching your head, and whichever leaders have told you that it is, you believe one way or the other. But I will tell you that a lot of conservative leaders, actually decent, intelligent, outspoken people that I have followed, that I've watched, say that whether it is or it's not, that it is the only free speech available online today or in the world, really. And I'm not saying that. A lot of you that may not know about media censoring and this, that, and the other, you may not even want to look into this, but just zoom ahead 10 seconds until I get to the actual video portion of it. But long story short, like I say, if you think that your own country doesn't stalk you or know everything you've done, including where you've been, who you've talked to, conversations in other rooms where there is not one of these devices, then you might want to rethink everything that we started talking about. Anyway, getting all of this out of my system, I had to tell you, I'm sorry. I did work for the news media for a beginning portion of my life, and I've been involved with them in different aspects throughout my flute making career and what have you, and I know a lot about that kind of stuff. But a lot of people want to get echo in their flute. I promised 10 seconds, didn't I? So what we're going to do is we're going to go outside and record a video of me playing the flute, and then we're going to come back in and edit the flute video in TikTok. And after you edit the video in TikTok, if you choose to save it, upload it, download it, post it only on Instagram, post it only on Facebook, only text it to your dog or whatever, it's okay. Because you can actually remove your content from TikTok just like you can any decent media that allows you to do anything you want to do. They'll allow you to remove it, and you can do that. So all that aside, and if you're interested in having the other conversation about spyware and all that, go ahead and post some of that in the comments. You might have some people out there. I mean, I know there's some pretty smart people who watch my channel. But you might have some people out there with some good ideas that might have some rebuttals to queries you may offer. So anyway, let's go outside and make this video. Okay, so we've got the video saved on our phone. A lot of people prefer to record in TikTok. I am not that guy. My wife, who makes most of my videos and who's on the other end of this camera right now, typically doesn't like to do things that way either. We like to save a video in one format and chop it and splice it and cut it and add and edit and everything in a whole nother format. So there's a lot of cross formatting, concerns that way. But if you want to record it straight in TikTok, you're good. If you don't, I'll show you how, if you just recorded it on your phone, how you can take it to TikTok and you can do all your editing there, or you can edit it beforehand and then do your additions there. But let's take a look at this. And so we're on our TikTok page, and then we're going to find the video we just made, select it, click next. Some stupid audio in the background, you'll see it at the top. I click the X there, then I hit the drop down over here on the right, and you'll see voice. You scroll down, there's even more stuff down there, but click on voice. As you get to voice, there's a bunch of different effects. The one we're looking for is echo. Right now it's got a big mouth, you see it. And click on echo. Immediately you can hear the difference. And if you're interested in sticking with TikTok or adding to another, because you can cross-platform add videos from TikTok to Instagram and what have you, you want to go ahead and put your description in. It's best to title descriptions, what makes sense, of course. You may decide that you don't want a description and you just wanted the echo feature in your video so you can show your cousin that you play the flute. That's perfectly fine. You can skip some of this right here. But just like other social medias, you can put a hashtag and label it whatever. You can actually hashtag Blue Bear Flutes in your video if you want, and that'll help people learn where you learned how to do this, or how to play the flute, or how to make flutes, or maybe just you bought your flute from us or what have you. It's all good. And then eventually, when you get down to the end of all of your hashtags and you can't think of anything else that you want to call this, you'll notice that post word in the bottom right. And that's it. And then immediately goes to another TikTok video. Somebody liked my video while I was recording this. And then you'll notice after you refresh, it pops up in TikTok. I have one in draft there, but this is the one we're looking for. Okay, if you listen to your video all the way through and you're happy with it, great. Somebody else liked another video while this was playing. What we're going to do is stop my screen recorder. That's it. Easy peasy. So that's how you can use an app like TikTok, which is one of the very few, actually, if only, that I have discovered that allows you to add echo or reverb to your pre-recorded or live recordings, if you like. The one thing that a lot of you are going to want to know and that you're going to ask, and I'm going to go ahead and nip it in the bud right now, is there any way that I can listen to my flute having echo while I play it? With this particular app, no. There are devices you can buy that will do that, but at present there's a lot of wives' tales and stories about there being apps out there that do this kind of thing. I found a couple of them. Some of them are free, some of them are paid, you know, and really a lot of times you get what you pay for, but like I say, not really anything as professional as what I've looked into. And I have professional music recording apps on my phone too, and they just don't offer really. I think that there's a conspiracy against the Native American flute community. But anyway, so I hope that this helps you and you get to figure out something new that you can do. And like I said, if you decide that you want to keep the video, you can add it to TikTok and, you know, become an overnight sensation of your amazing flute playing, or you can keep it to yourself and share it with your friends. There's probably a way. I haven't looked at it because we're looking for outward type advertising more than we're looking for inward self-gratification, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. A lot of people have to go to therapists and find out that you need self-gratification, because a lot of people kind of beat themselves up without oh my gosh, I'm really talking too much. But anyway, there's probably a privacy setting where you can post your video but not show it to anybody. A lot of apps and a lot of social media have features like that. I don't understand that, but it's there. If you need to hear your recordings and what have you and save them in a way that's not going through the save process, which is actually the best way to do it, and you just want to have like an archive on TikTok of your own videos that nobody in the world ever sees, or take that step. Anyway, I hope this video has found you all well. Thank you so very much for watching. We appreciate you, and certainly hope you come back and see us. If you're interested in Native American flute playing or making or anything thereabouts, I do have a lot of videos on that. And come see us at bluebearflutes.com. Y'all take care.